What's the deal with Taco Bell? Taco Bell keeps taking things off the menu. Last year they took over 15 items off the menu and people are going crazy, including cheesy potatoes, shredded chicken, and oh my gosh, Mexican pizza. Thought people were gonna die. They had a petition with over 100,000 signatures not to get rid of the Mexican pizza. Well, I can tell you why Taco Bell has taken all these things off the menu. I just happen to know these kind of things. But hey, as long as we're running to the border, I thought you might want to go with me and let me explain to you what I, as a restaurant owner, look at whenever I visit another restaurant. Also, I'll tell you how much it costs to get into a Taco Bell. Why not? If you're interested in that sort of thing, do I think it's a good investment? Would I buy a Taco Bell? I'll tell you all these things in this video. Hey, that's a better value than a $1 chicken chipotle melt. So first is location. Location is key. This location is good and bad. It's good because it's on the busiest street in Bossier City. 30,000 cars a day at least pass by here. It's located not too far from residential, across the street from a 5A high school, and tons of shopping all around. So you would think fantastic. It also has really good visibility. The challenge is it is so hard to get in and out. So accessibility is also key. So even though this place is located where all the people are at, it's not an A location in my opinion because accessibility is such a challenge. So I give it a B for overall location just because it's so hard to get in and out of. So if you own or run a restaurant, I tell people you've got to come visit your restaurant, drive around it with the eyes of a guest. First thing I'm looking for is, what does the parking lot look like? Is it no potholes in it? Is it the concrete look like it's in good shape? Is it clean? Is the building clean? Are the employees clean coming in and out? How about that dumpster area? That is a gorgeous dumpster area. I mean, the dumpster area's got to look good. It can't be trashy, can't have gates hanging off of it. That is a good looking dumpster area. Am I saying too much about the dumpster area? Just get in line here. I love Taco Bell. Taco Bell got me through college with their 59-cent menu. I could get a 59-cent bean burrito back in 1985, 6, 7. I couldn't get a Pepsi, but the bean burrito, I had that more times than not for lunch. It's the only way I got through college. Thank you, Taco Bell. And I love the little Chihuahua. He taught me how to speak Spanish.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
This is great. It's covered. It's raining a little bit, and it's covered.
How you doing?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm great, thanks for asking. Go ahead with the order.
I need a crunchy taco, a bean burrito, chicken burrito supreme. Oh man, give me one of them Baja Blast, please. Small will be good. Give me some mild sauce and some fire sauce.
Everything on the screen correct, 9:59.
Perfect. Thanks so very much. Yes, ma'am. The most important thing is the cleanliness of the drive-through lot. If people are coming through the window, and you got to have a window, that drive-through lot has got to be spotless because that's the dining room for people coming to the drive-through window.
Hi, how are you?
Terrific. How are you?
I'm alright. It tells me 9:59.
I'm doing great, thanks.
Y'all are so nice on the speaker in here. Thank you. Does anyone ever complain that you don't have the Mexican pizza anymore?
Often. Very often.
I miss it.
Here you go. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks. You have a great day. Now here we are. So hard to get out. See, I turned right in, but I will never be able to turn left out of here. So I'm going to turn right out of here. People don't think about accessibility, but that's a big reason why we've been so successful in our locations, is because we are so careful about the locations we pick out. My dad always told me, you can't get in and out. It's not a good location. He's pretty smart. So, telling you, that was a good experience so far, but the big question, how's the food? All right, now let's check the food quality. First, presentation. Look at the branding. Very nice. So the branding is great. It looks good. They folded the packaging so that you could see the branding and advertising for their app. Open it up. Look at that. Nice packaging. Well placed in the bag. I like it. Let's take a quick look. You know, this isn't a crazy amount of sauce. Too many times I go to Taco Bell and there's a million packages. It makes me nervous for them. I mean, these are like 1.5 cents, 2 cents a piece at least. And when there's 30 of them in a bag, there's no way they're making money on those tacos. It's crazy. I'm pretty impressed with this Taco Bell. So here's my items. Ooh, bean burrito. Love me a bean burrito. This is well packaged. It's nice and clean. Oh, this is the this is the burrito supreme. And looky here. So what I look for is it gonna be the first bite and the last bite all gonna taste the same? Look at that. They spread all the condiments, the tomatoes, the sour cream edge to edge, and the lettuce. Nothing worse. Well, there's worse things. But it's terrible when you eat the entire dry burrito and you get to one big clump of sour cream at the end. So this is how you prepare a nice looking and well proportioned chicken burrito supreme. I love Taco Bell. Item number 2, my bean burrito. And I tell you the truth, I usually have this about half eaten before I get back to the office. Again, well packaged. Look at that. They wrap it up nice and neat. You know, I'm just gonna take a bite. Same thing. It's obviously the beans and the cheese and the sauce is well distributed from one end to the other. These Taco Bell chefs know what the heck they're doing. I'm pretty impressed. And my last item, I always save for last, my crunchy taco. Now look, so here's the crunchy taco. It's not a ginormous taco, you know, but they did spread it out, meat end to end, everything the way I like it. And does it have a little crunch? We'll see. And last but certainly not least, the Baja Blast made by Mountain Dew. Ooh. Refreshing and exhilarating. But the reason you guys all came here, you want to know why in the world is Taco Bell taking so many great items off the menu? So I'll tell you right now, when the pandemic started, people had to close their dining rooms everywhere. If you were lucky enough to have a drive-through window, boom, you were able to stay open. So Taco Bell shifted all of their business from what used to be 45% in the drive-through, 55% in the dining room, to 100% through the drive-through window. Now this is a bigger challenge than you might think, because if you are splitting your business between two parts of the restaurant, you have two registers inside, you have the car single file outside, there's a lot more distribution. It's easier to get the food to all those 3 points. So what they had to do was simplify their menu. They just started taking things off their menu that were either hard to prepare or hard to source, which as the pandemic came along, sourcing has become a bigger and bigger problem. So they reduced items that had a lot of large packaging, items that required several steps to put together, that required several employees to put them together, and they basically streamlined and simplified to the items that they sell the most of that are easiest to make. As simple as that. They took off 15 items, included everything with shredded chicken, potatoes, and the Mexican pizza. Oh my gosh, I thought people were gonna have a heart attack. Getting rid of the Mexican pizza not only simplified their menu, it also helped them with the company's commitment to being eco-friendly. It turns out that the packaging in the Mexican pizza puts over 7 million pounds of paperboard in landfills every year. So that's another part of their deal. I thought Taco Bell actually did a really good job of handling all of the frustration from guests. They created a video where the CEO, Mark King, acted like a potato and got on Twitter and made this video describing why they were out, you know, why they had to stop using potatoes, and that they were coming back.
We're going above and beyond.
This video was well received. It was kind of a storm on Twitter. He hinted to a lot of things. He talked about how they're going to extend their vegetarian menu, and they're also going to be going vegan. So he said they're going to be going beyond. And Beyond is a reference to a company called Beyond Meat. Now, Beyond Meat creates a lot of meat substitute items out of vegetable proteins. They have sausage and they have hamburgers. You've heard of Beyond Burgers. Now, Beyond Meat has been getting into a lot of quick service restaurants. They've got into Starbucks and some others. And when I heard that Yum Brands, which owns Taco Bell and Pizza Hut and Pepsi, had made a deal with Beyond Meat, I went out and bought me some Beyond Meat stock, which is a good reason to never take your stock tips from a talking potato.
And beyond.
Now that I've finished crunching my taco, let's go crunch the numbers. And let me tell you just exactly what it would cost if you wanted to buy into a Taco Bell. Let's get into figuring out just how much it costs to get into a Taco Bell. This is easy information to find because it is America's favorite Mexican restaurant.
A poll was just done asking Americans what their favorite Mexican restaurant is, and the winner is Taco Bell.
What? Taco Bell? Okay.
Yes, it is. So the first thing I like to do, hey, just go to the Google, baby. Actually go to Taco Bell's page. So let's go over to NerdWallet and find out information about opening a Taco Bell franchise. Tons of information here, and I come down, first thing you see is, yeah, it's expensive. In order to get into a Taco Bell, you have to have a net worth of at least 1.75 million. You have to have liquid assets of about $750,000. That means money that you can get to easily, either in stocks or checks or savings accounts. So to get this thing started, it's gonna be between 1.25 and 2.5 million just for the building, plus the expense of the land, which is gonna be another 500 to $1 million. So to get into a Taco Bell, I would say it's gonna cost you between $2 and $3 million to get up and running. And they're gonna not want you to build just one. They're gonna want to sign a development agreement. They're gonna want you to build multiple Taco Bells because they wanna always expand quickly. But besides the initial fee, there's gonna be ongoing fees called royalties, and that's gonna be 4.5 cents out of every dollar. So if you sell $1 worth of tacos, you're gonna send Taco Bell 4.5 cents of that dollar, and they're also gonna expect you to contribute 4.5 cents to your advertising fee. So your 9 cents out of every dollar is gonna go directly to Taco Bell. But hey, they've got the brand, they've got the recipes, they've got the buying power. They're gonna help you out. What you've bought is a Taco Bell because you already have a system there. It's recognizable and they have fantastic branding. And you want to pay them because they're gonna be so much more efficient in advertising long-term with that 4.5 cents per dollar than a small individual operator, you know, Paul's Dandy Tacos is ever gonna be. Oh, that's 10 cents. 4.5 plus 5, that's 10 cents. So 10 cents out of every dollar is gonna go straight to Taco Bell. And they're gonna expect you to pay that 10 cents whether you make money or not. So even if your store is not doing well, you're not managing your labor well, you're not managing your food costs, and your store is losing money, they don't care. They're sending business to you because you're a Taco Bell, because of their marketing, so they want you to send money to them. So the franchisor always gets paid off the top line. Money comes in, they get 10 cents. After all the expenses are paid, the owner gets paid off the bottom line, whether that's a positive number or a negative number. That's up to you as an operator. So the big question is, would I own a Taco Bell? I would say right now, there are some pros and cons to getting into a Taco Bell. The cons, of course, are it is a tough time to be in any kind of a restaurant business because the labor pool is so challenging. Because the supply chain is so challenging, it's so hard to get items into your store, it's so hard to get food items on a consistent basis, and prices for commodities and labor are going up. So there's a big challenge. On the plus though, they definitely have a drive-through window, and Taco Bell is being very innovative. I've seen a lot of things coming out with some of the new buildings they're designing. Instead of double drive-throughs, they're gonna have quad drive-throughs. They're even looking at a building that is completely, everything is assembled on the top floor and they send the food down like a bank, like the bank chute, you know? So those are the pluses. Taco Bell is growing really fast. It's part of Yum Brands, which is also owns Pepsi, Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken, but Taco Bell is their biggest performer of all the Yum brand foods. So I would say yes, if I was gonna get into the QSR, if I was gonna get into another brand, another fast food brand, I wouldn't be afraid of Taco Bell. So that's a very fast surface level explanation of Taco Bell expenses. There's a whole lot more cost involved and challenges in building a business, and you know, past performance does not ensure future success. So don't take my word for it, even though I ain't scared. Do a lot of your own research before you start a business based on the advice of a random YouTube burger flipper guy. I hope you come back and check out some more. I'll see you in the next video.